Well, you've worked hard your whole life and now you're ready to pack it up and retire. But is there still a way to get a paycheck in retirement? Well, Gary Mattson and Laurel Steward, the father-daughter team at Mattson Financial Services, a firm that's been helping people retire successfully right here in West Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Money Mentors. They're here. They joined us this morning. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Laurel.
Good morning, Todd.
Always good to see you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Same likewise. I always learn something fascinating, and today I want a paycheck, okay?
Yeah.
And when I retire, I don't want that paycheck to go away, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me I can still get one.
Absolutely, and that's something when we meet, a lot of times people are going to want to say, well, what should my income look like? Well, you were used to earning, let's say it was the $3,000 a month. We don't want to take a pay cut going into retirement. This is your hard-earned money. You've reached this point. You want to enjoy these years. So we're going to make sure your income plan at least meets the same amount that you were receiving or more to make sure that you can take advantage of those lifestyle dreams.
Well, a pay raise in retirement, you can make that happen for real? That people could actually make more money?
Absolutely, and that's what we actually do with clients. They're kind of like, they're surprised how much income they can have and how little taxes they're paying as long as the plan is set up. A big mystery out there is to people, and they kind of get it wrong, and they kind of hurt themselves, is that they think that when they retire, automatically they're going to take money out of the retirement account. But if that's not set up prior to retirement, they could lag sometimes 6 to 8 weeks before getting that paycheck. So it's important to have that team set up, that income bucket before you leave, so you know you're not going to have to go a period of time without a paycheck.
Well, let's dive deeper into that, Gary. How do we do that? How do I make sure that I'm still getting a paycheck after I retire? I mean, what's that income? How do I get that income?
So a lot of times we look at it from, let's say somebody has a 401k that they've put money into and that's their prime investment source.
Okay.
So we're going to look at that and say, how should we diversify this one asset that you have? And it's all pre-tax dollars, meaning you haven't paid taxes on it yet. So right when you start taking money from it, here comes Uncle Sam, the tax man. And we want to make sure you're not bouncing into a higher tax bracket depending on Social Security, Medicare needs, things like that. So what we're going to do is start looking at conversions as well to diversify out. Now, another way to look at it is some people will come to us and maybe they have a pension. They already have an opportunity to have this payment over time, but they also can have these payments or they can take it as a lump sum. And what we find with the payment side is that might look good to say, oh, I get $3,000 a month for the rest of my life. Well, what about your spouse? Is there a joint option on there to make sure if something were to happen to you, your spouse would be covered? And furthermore, one thing about pensions is they could go bankrupt in the future, right? There's that risk there. But also after you and your wife are taken care of and she passes away, it's just a joint life. Now it's gone. So what we would rather have is a legacy play in there to say, okay, we can still make sure we take this lump sum amount of money that they're offering you, invest it so you still have the income you need, there's still the joint life for your spouse, and we get the legacy play that once you both have passed, there is money there that gets passed to beneficiaries.
I'm getting the feeling that you guys really alleviate the woulda, coulda, shoulda feeling that a lot of people have, right?
Well, we've seen all the scenarios. There's not too much out there that we haven't seen. Sometimes it comes up, there is something unique. We actually enjoy that. We'll research it, find out how it's going to fit. But the biggest thing I think that retirees face that are getting ready to retire or already retired is they're taking money from a position of losses, like the market went down, and now they're taking their income and they're actually eating up their portfolio. We have a philosophy that we don't want that to happen. So we want income to come to them every single month without market losses. So we start with an income bucket, and whatever the market does, it will do that. We give us that chance or an opportunity to actually make sure we advantage that and put it in the right places without taking losses for income. Now, if you're looking from a portfolio point of view, if you never have losses taking money out for income, what happens to your portfolio? Generally speaking, it's going to be flat or it's going to go up. What do you want in retirement?
That's what you're looking for, right? Absolutely. Is there like a silver bullet out there? Is there like this one magic product that people should be looking into?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, right? I would say the one magic product right now is we can take advantage of interest rates again, right?
True.
We see all these different things happening. So if you have money in an emergency fund, more than you need, more than your 60 to 90 days, then let's get that working hard for you. You can look at CDs nowadays. We also have short-term green or safe money tools just like CDs, 18 months, 24 months, could be 2 or 3 years. We get some 4 to 5% guaranteed return. returns. So opportunities for those out there to take advantage of the interest rate market.
4 to 5% money back. That sounds like a good deal. When it comes to those who already have a plan in place, right? They've already got income products, in their plan. What do you say to those folks?
Congratulations. That's great, but we still have some work to do. So that's one piece.
The second piece of that is that making sure they're truly diversified. So when the market changes, not just by asset classes of what they're holding, but by tax classes, and then finally, are you ready for this? Strategies, investment strategies. So there's buy and hold, there's tactical investing. What strategies do they have in place? Because that diversification of strategies is going to keep them out of trouble. Because if it's all the one strategy, when that strategy gets hit, they're going to fail.
I love that you guys know all of this as our trusted advisors, right? you guys know all this, because really, honestly, I think what me and maybe a lot of our viewers are feeling is, listen, I just want somebody who knows this stuff so I can give them the money and you guys can work your magic. And that's kind of, some people want to get that involved, and some other people, I'm sure, want to get all into the nitty-gritty.
Yep.
But you handle everybody.
And that's what, you said something very important to us as a firm, as a family, and who we deal with. You said we're the trusted advisor. We take that very, very seriously for our clients. And we're going to make sure they understand the plan. We're going to show them negatives of our suggestion, even the positives of that. So we make sure it fits right for them always. That's what it's all about. And of course, our fiduciary standard makes sure that happens as well.
Right, you're not going to look through rose-colored glasses. You give them the real picture, and then they can make the decision. That's what I love about it. If you want more, of course, you guys have a great offer, too, for people who might be watching this and saying, hey, I want to give it a shot.
The first 5 callers this morning, if you save $250,000 or more for retirement, we'd love to invite you in, have that conversation that's complimentary, and you can meet our team and our advisors.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Laurel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate it. That's an incredible offer. Gary and Laurel want to give it to you. So there's the number. It's a special offer from Mattson Financial if you're retiring, or maybe you're already retired. Gary, Laurel, the rest of the team want to sit down with you personally to customize a retirement plan just for you, or maybe give it a checkup. This is a comprehensive, enhanced plan looking at investments, income sources, taxes, and everything else to get you to and through that retirement you deserve. You can reserve one of your spots now. Just call toll-free 1-800-536-8907. That's 1-800-536-8907.